actually. Psychodynamics and experiential psychotherapy. So there are 4 modalities you are going to learn. One is CBT. No need to write, you will get the recording. And it is mentioned in your present psychology counseling book also. One is CBT, cognitive behavior therapy. Second is subcognitive behavior therapy, which works at subconscious mind. Third is psychodynamics. Fourth is experiential psychotherapy. And the fifth, very important, is neuroplasticity. CBT, cognitive behavior therapy. Cognitive means conscious mind. You think, you have power to think. And because of you think something, you behave accordingly. So cognitive behavior therapy says, because you are thinking in a particular way, you are acting, behaving in a particular way. So what you do, you start thinking positive. Okay. You stop thinking that, okay, negative, and you start thinking positive so that your behavior will change. You think that you are depressed, or you think that you are, you cannot trust someone. So what you do, you start trusting someone, and then your behavior will change. Your reactions will change. But actually in real life, when you apply this concept, when you heard this also, you thought, hey, chal, right? So when you apply this concept on the real clients, the client will run away. What is the process for CBT? You will tell them, you will give them some assignments, you will give them some worksheets, and you will tell them, okay, now you start behaving like this, okay? You were depressed, you were anxious, you were not motivated. Now from today, because I have given you the assignment, this is your assignment. Start doing it properly. Start living your life correctly. Go. And then tick mark, huh? You tick mark, and then come back tomorrow. The client is like, yes, ma'am, yes, I will definitely come back, ma'am, tomorrow. The client will put a very, very good review, 0-star review for you, because the client doesn't have motivation to wake up from the bed, and you are asking to do the assignment and change the behavior and all stupid things. Hey, come on here. Client doesn't want to do that. Yeah. That is why CBT fails. But in the market, some people think that, okay, CBT is something like everyone has read in the theoretical books. So it is like you need to have, but don't do that. When a client, if some educated client by mistake comes to you for asking for CBT, you tell them, I have learned CBT as well as I have learned subcognitive. I will tell you both. I will use both. Then you select which modality you want, and then I will heal you. Okay, you explain them this concept. Okay. If any competitor calls you and asks, hey, do you know CBT? How can you do without CBT? So you laugh at her, because she is actually not managing the client. Someone who is really managing the client will never use CBT, because she knows the client doesn't give a positive feedback, doesn't come back. You understand? So if someone talks of CBT very highly, you laugh. Don't try to explain them. But if it is a client, then explain them both the things, right? Now, subcognitive behavior therapy. Subcognitive behavior therapy works on conscious mind. There is a serious problem that there are various barriers. When you say someone, okay, you are unhappy, now you start getting happy. Hey, you are feeling poor. No. From tomorrow, you think you are rich. You like to eat sweets, but you are getting fat. No, you think you are thin and you don't like sweets. Hey, stupid, shut up. So the problem that person will say you. The problem is there are barriers. There are internal beliefs which has gone to subconscious mind. There is a fear. There is a guilt. There is a shame. There are many barriers which are stopping this person to listen to you what you're saying. You're telling them correct. You're telling them, don't be sad, yaar. Be happy. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So, but this person doesn't want to hear you because there is a barrier. So you want to remove the barrier. So you will learn the technique to cut the conscious mind, cut the cognitive function from subconscious mind. You will learn that technique. Name of the technique is 352 and down the staircase. With both this technique, you can completely cut the conscious mind and directly reach the client's subconscious mind. Now, when you are at the subconscious mind, you can talk. The fear has gone. Wrong belief system, you can change. The barrier has gone. Whatever they are thinking, they are resisting you. So it's like you are saying something good, but there is a barrier. and there are so many turbulence going on, noise going on. See this, your good words will not go because of barrier. Even if it goes in this noise, they will get lost. So what you do with 352 down the staircase, you reduce this noise to zero. You are running off thoughts. These thoughts have become zero. And you remove the barrier. Then whatever you say, it goes to them. Obviously, you tell them something good. Okay. Now, so this one part is reducing the noise, reducing the running of thoughts, making it zero thoughts. The second part is cutting the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, breaking the chain. The third part is you want to remove the barriers of guilt, shame, fear, low self-esteem, trust issues, relationship. So you need to heal the emotional trauma. Correct? So to heal the emotional traumas, you use neuroplasticity. Okay. So to heal the emotional trauma. Now, these emotional traumas or memories, how they are stored. When you think of something, you don't think as words, you think as images. Our mind works as images. So you store the memories as images. If you get a flashback of an event which has happened 18 months back, you are going to PTSD. If you get a flashback of event, if you see that event 6 months after that event has passed in your dreams, if you're still seeing it, you are going through PTSD. That event was so traumatic. Either it is just a one scolding by someone, one statement for someone by embarrassing moment, or really a crisis thing. Okay. Now, what you need is there are 2, 3 options. Number one, you erase this traumatic memory. Correct. Number two, you replace this traumatic memory with good images. Okay. Number three, you channelize this traumatic memory or some energy to positive thing in your life. Right. So you were called dumb student in the class and you became Nobel Prize winner. E is equal to MC square. You were removed from the art class because you were lacked creativity and you started Walt Disney Studios, right? You were fired from every job, or were not selected from the job. Okay, you were fired from the job, but you started your own company, Mark Cuban. You were not good because you were odd. Yeah. So you were not selected for any company. So you started multiple companies, Elon Musk. Right? Your girlfriend left you multiple times. She left you with completely emotional trauma, mental breakdown. So you became president of US, Abraham Lincoln. So you utilize your trauma into good, something good. Okay. Your girlfriend did not marry you because you were poor, you became rich. Your husband betrayed you, or husband left you or went to someone else because you were not looking good. So you started exercise. You started looking good, not by cognitive behavior therapy. Okay. So by healing your emotions. Okay. When you heal emotions, you feel happiness. When you feel happiness, you start looking good. Okay. Have you seen there are some people who physically at first glance they don't look good? Yeah. I have seen some people. So at a first glance, the that person looked like a villain. Okay. Actual like Gunda types. The complete black and short height, and the walk is crooked, and the hairs are messed up, but in a good position in a company. But when I interacted with him, I realized he's a nice person. Yeah. And everyone used to like him. Yeah. So because he was happy at heart, right? So you try to heal yourself, move on, find someone else. Okay. Let that person go with someone else. No problem. So what we are doing is we are trying to either replace memories, erase memories, or this is experiential psychotherapy. Okay. Replacing memories, this erasing memory and channelizing your energy. The psychodynamic part is okay, neuroplasticity. So we don't mix it. Okay, psychodynamics we come there. The neuroplasticity part is now what is neuroplasticity? Because of you are living a life, things are going to go bad, things are going to go good. You will have some experiences as a childhood, small experience. A friend took your eraser in the class. She did not return you back. Now it was you were a child, 4 years, 6 years, 7 years. After that, you stop trusting anyone giving your eraser, pen, book, sharing anything in your life. Now you are adult. Still you don't share anything. Give your phone to your, home because of that incident. Yeah. Someone took your toy to play. You trusted that child when you were a child, and the child broke the toy and laughed, was not sorry. You stop sharing your toys. You are so protective for your toys. Yeah. You were a child, your parents or some relative used to take your toy and give it to younger sibling. Now you have become so protective, safeguarding everything. I will not give everything. Okay. Yeah. You have forgotten why you are like this. You have forgotten everything forgotten, but it is. So what has happened is either childhood, adolescent, adult age. Okay. Someone betrayed you during your relationship as a teenager, and then now every relationship you have a trust issue. Right? You betrayed someone, and now you don't trust the people because you know that people are like that. You think people are like you. You understand? So what has happened is whatever life experiences has happened, you have forgotten, but they have gone deep buried inside. The synapses are formed. This synapses, what is synapse? In a brain, the fundamental cell, the smallest cell is called neuron. So these two neurons, there are millions, billions of neurons. These two neurons, they communicate with each other through a junction. They are attached with each other, but actually they do not touch. Yeah, there is a little gap. In between this gap, they are communicating to each other through some chemicals and through some electrical impulses. Okay. So some chemical is released between this synapse junction and some electrical impulses released. That is how you do everything. You think, you act, you see, sense, you react, you respond. Correct? Now, because you had certain experience, the synapses are formed in particular way. Now, when the same thing happens with you or a similar event or a trigger, you behave in a particular manner, you respond in a particular manner, you react in a particular manner. To change this, you need to cut this synapses and change the direction of synapse, form a new synapse. Okay. You have a habit of waking up very late in the morning, early in the morning, sleeping more, writing things particularly in a particular handwriting, or anything, arranging things in orders, or getting short tempered when someone does something which you don't like. Why? There is a strong synapse. These particular habits, what your habits are formed, what your routine is formed, what your ritual is formed, it's all because of particular way the synapses are formed. Okay. It's like a jungle. Yeah. So there is a dense forest and there is a path carved to it, very small path, and you're walking on that path. You're following a ritual, you're following a habit, you are behaving in a particular way in daily life, right? Now, if you want to change it, you cannot continue to walk on this path. You have to cut some trees, you have to cut some bush, very difficult, and cut some grass, make a new path. Once you make a new path, you have to stop going on the old path till the time the old path is covered by grass, bush, and trees. Very difficult. And then start walking on the new path so that your the new path gets stronger, stronger, stronger. As you walk on the new path, the footprints get imprinted, the grasses are reduced, and now the path becomes more clearer for you to walk. Understand? This is how habits, rituals, your daily behavior, daily routines are made. Yeah. You wash hand very carefully, or you don't wash your hands carefully. Both is a particular routine. You pray daily in the morning, daily in the evening, it's a ritual. Now, there are some rituals which are very good. They are helping you. Not everything has to be changed. There are good paths in the jungle. You cannot stay in the jungle. You have to move ahead. You have to, there's a journey. So there are good paths. On that path, beautiful scenes are going to come, beautiful experiences are going to come. Continue those journey, continue those rituals, continue those routines. But there are certain which are not leading you to anywhere. These paths are going circle, circle, circle in life, or leading to something bad scenarios, bad experiences. So you want to cut the path, make a new path. Don't walk on the old path for 21 days. Continue on the new path so that the old path is covered by grass. It becomes it fades, and the new path is clearer now. You like this concept? So this is neuroplasticity. You are changing the synapses, cutting the synapse actually. It's kind of a microsurgery you are doing. Technically, you are doing a microsurgery to change ultra microsurgery, nano microscopic surgery you are doing to nanobots you are using to change your synapses. Yeah. So Neuralink is trying to create some chip which you implant and you think and the work gets done. Yeah. Same way, what each of you is learning is use of nanobots to change your synaptic connections, break the connections, and do a neuroplasticity. It's a surgery, right? Psychodynamics. So what is psychodynamics? When you're living your daily life, the way you breathe, the way your inner energy moves, it decides the direction of your cerebrospinal fluid. There are some people who get migraine. There is a trigger factor. There are some people who get irritable at particular time. Each one of you will have that time. Either there is an episode, it happens with you on a particular day of a month. Check the lunar calendar, not the English calendar. You will find there is a resemblance. You know, in Hindi movies, you see this full moon, new moon, no moon day. So there is sudden some wolf comes. That wolf comes in you also. So if you track your, maintain a journal, how's your behavior? Only irritable behaviors, okay, or the fights or anxious behavior. So you make a note of a journal. 30 days. If you are anxious that day, write down anxious. If you are afraid of that day, fear, lot of fear, unnecessary fear, worry, irritability. Now check your 3 months record. And this all the days you were irritable, check the lunar calendar. Which were the days? That is your cycle. Okay. There are some now on a daily basis. There are some people exactly at 11 a.m. in the they will get irritable. Exactly before sleep, they will get irritable. Before lunch, during lunch, dinner, they will get irritable. Write down what is your timing of getting your episode in the day. Either you get irritable, you get angry, or someone pokes you, you are like, here, I've done everyone, daily wala. So first you write down what is the time of the day where you are at a weak point of your turbulence. So which time of the day it happens to write down, please. Don't worry. Yeah. So if you know this, it is good. So that you can tell the people around you, hey, stay away from me that time, or you can do something to protect yourself. Okay. Okay. So there are times when you are emotionally weak. This is the day. Now, do you know which is the your lunar day of the episode? Either you have a manic episode on that day, or depression episode, anxiety episode, fear episode, irritability episode. Which is that day of the month? Write down. Write down with day of the month now. It may be linked with your menstrual cycle, but actually your menstrual cycle, if it is regular, technically it is linked with your lunar cycle actually, lunar calendar. If you check carefully, it's not your PMS, it's your lunar calendar. Huh. Correct. Since so If your mesocycle is regular and if you feel that PMS is your irritable days, actually that days are your lunar days. Now what is happening in lunar? New concept. You will never read it anywhere. You will never read it anywhere. I was testing you whether you are awake. Hey, wake up. Stop writing. Pay attention. Everyone write down in the chat. Yes, Mansa, you will make all the notes today, type it and send me answer. Okay. That is your assignment, dear. Good. No, you start doing it. I like you. Good. You're not attended since 6 months. Now you are starting attend and make notes. Very sincere, Mansa. Very good. Welcome. Yeah, I forgot what was it. ADSD. No. I remember I was testing you whether you remember or you're forgetting. You have ADSD or no. I was testing you. Now, what happens in lunar cycle? Earth, sun, the moon. There is a high tide, low tide. The moon affects the volume of water in the bodies. Somewhere at a micro level, it also affects the pull. What is happening is the pull and push of the moon gravity, lunar effect, which is causing the high tide and the low tides, the water, right? Same thing is happening, high tide, low tide, this push and pull mechanism happening on your cerebrospinal fluid, the fluid which runs in your brain. You understand? That's why with lunar cycle, you can track the days you get irritable, anxious, afraid. Because the cerebrospinal fluid is also getting affected. Now, what is cerebrospinal fluid? The brain, internal part and the external brain, internally also and externally also, it is filled with cerebrospinal fluid. Okay. Now, within the brain, there are some cavities. This cavity is filled with cerebrospinal fluid. Brain is not a solid organ. Okay. So it's actually a jelly. It's a jelly. It vibrates if you shake. Okay. Jello, you eat jelly, your child. It's exactly same consistency. And inside it, there are cavities. These cavities are filled with fluid called cerebrospinal fluid. This fluid is very delicate. It has to maintain exactly perfect pressure. If it is low, it will cause headache. If it is high, will cause headache. It has to flow in a particular direction. Even if slight difference in direction change is there, you will feel disturbed, emotional turbulence. If the pressure is low, you will feel emotional turbulence. If pressure is high, you will feel tensed, irritable, anxious, afraid. Same way, the moon is affecting you, the cerebrospinal fluid tides, high and low tide. That is disturbing your flow of the fluid. And that is causing you cycle of anxiety. Write down which cycle you have every month. You have cycle of overthinking, negative thinking, irritability, depression, fights, manic episodes. Write down which cycle you have in a month. Write down. And you can mention which lunar date if you know lunar date. Yeah. So either it is Ashtami, Ekadashi, Purnima, Amavas, Chodas, Ekam, Dukam, something happens on those days. So you note down this calendar, make a journal. Okay. What we do in psychodynamics, it is real. Huh? It happens with everyone. Don't think that you are a hopeless case if it is happening with you. It's okay. Don't worry. Okay. It happens with everyone. It happens with me also. It happens with everyone. Even if you are learning these things, even if you are using psychodynamic techniques to overcome this disturbance of your CSF fluid, it is going to happen with you. Okay. Because the lunar is very powerful. It is going to affect you. And you need to keep trying. You need to do certain things that restores your balance of your CSF. Lunar has gone, but the havoc it has created on you, right? The high tide has gone, But because the circulation is disturbed, the pressure is so sensitive, it has disturbed, you are still in that effect. So you need to come back from it. To come back, there are two steps. Number one, you acknowledge. Yes, moon, you won. You had your effect on me. You won this time. No problem. You are powerful. You are supposed to win. It's okay. But I learned some techniques from my mentor, Dr. Pawan Mittal sir, and I will use that psychodynamics. And I will feel good. I will feel relaxed. I will stop feeling anxious, stressed, fear, overthinking, all those things. We'll do it right now. Sit with your back straight. Smile on your face. Feet supported. Yeah, if you're thirsty, you are allowed to drink water. Okay, I will ask this one interesting question. I have gone through that phase. When you cross certain age, you start getting very conscious of your looks. How many of you have gone through that stage? You got conscious of it. Obviously, when you were a teenager, that happened with you. I don't say it has not happened with you. Huh? Yeah, you are a girl. And even if you're a boy, it has happened with you. And then it happens sometime in middle age. For some people 30, for some people 40, some people 50, some people 60. Because the way you look, the way you feel, the beard for boys, the change of white and the graying of hairs, the wrinkle on face, the things change. Has it happened with you? Yeah, it has happened with you. It's okay. It's a part of life. It's a phase of life. You have to go through that. So there are going to happen two changes, seriously, in middle life. Yeah, people will trouble you. Midlife crisis is going to come. Everyone, it comes for everyone. Don't worry. Okay. So, but two changes will happen. One is you will have emotional turbulence bout. That bout of turbulence may be anxiety, stress, fear, worry for future, fear of death, fear of illness, fear of losing someone, fear of losing your mind, fear of losing everything. Something is there. This is emotional. Has it happened with you? Yeah. Emotional turbulence, the emotional bout, emotional crisis. The second part is your physical change. Your body starts looking different. Yeah. Sagging, wrinkle, graying, the ways you look, certain things develop, certain conditions develop. Yeah. It's okay. It's a part of life. What you need to understand, you remember this one thing next time when you have the same problem. Everyone goes through this phase. And you have to learn. You will learn with time to accept your emotional turbulence, not fight it. Accept it. If you fight it, it gains more power. It is powerful. It is powerful. You fight it. It is exercising against you. And when you exercise, you get stronger. So this, your monster, your emotional turbulence is exercising against you, getting stronger, stronger. You don't want that. You accept it. Hey, my friend, come inside. If you take it inside, if you accept it, if you assimilate it, it will grow weak. It will grow dependent on you. Yeah, I'm not able to fight. What can I do? So it will grow weak. It will grow weak. And subsequently, you will grow stronger and bigger, bigger, bigger. So when now it depends how much time it takes for you. Few months, few years, the complete life. All of you are very lucky because you are using these psychodynamic techniques to increase your emotional bank balance so that your energy sphere grows so big that the small things go smaller, smaller. And when your energy sphere becomes so strong, you're not affected by external atmosphere also, right? How many of you have done the technique with me for anxiety and fear? You remember we did a technique where I removed your fear. Do you still have that effect? Write down in the chat if you still have that effect. Raise your hand if your fear was gone with that technique, at least for one day. Raise your hand if at least for one day, if it has gone. Yeah. Raise your other hand if your fear is still gone. If you feel that it is now 2 weeks, we have done the technique to remove your fear and anxiety and worry. Is it still gone? Raise your other hand. Yeah. So that is the effect of psychodynamics. So all of you are very lucky. You are doing this. You are getting that experience to increase your emotional bank balance so that your inner monster goes weak and strong, weak and insignificant. You go so strong that inner turbulence doesn't affect you much. The external people doesn't affect you much. Okay. So one part is managing the turbulence. The second part is increasing your emotional bank balance. Right? It's life. You are going through the change. Okay? The day you will stop thinking what other person thinks about you, the day you stop thinking what someone if criticizes me, the day you stop thinking how I am looking, hair's messed up, gray color, not shaving, not looking for how I'm looking. You are so much in your zone. You are so much focused on your work. You are so much focused on your mission because you found your mission now. Okay. So this program will also help you to find your mission or your purpose of your life so that you get so much focus, so much intense for that. You forget what someone says anything about you. You do not get affected. You are no longer worried how I look. Earlier I had a lot of fear for starting YouTube channel. I had good ideas. I should do this. I should talk that. Everyone, probably many of you have gone through that phase or experiencing presently. Then I used to be like, okay, I will post it once a week, the day when I shave and get ready and look good and wear good clothes. I had very less subscribers, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000. It went on for 2 years. Then one day I thought, I will look good daily. Daily I will wear good clothes during the daytime. Okay. So what I'm supposed to wear outside, I will look daily, good daily. So the barrier of doing this videos is gone now. Number one. Then when I started doing it, I went through mental breakdown for other reasons. Some of you know I had 2 mental breakdowns in last 1 year. Previously also I had few. No problem. It's okay. Life is going to happen like that. I stopped worrying of how I'm looking. But as a duty, I had to take some classes and I had to do the videos or certain things. I continued that. I ignored how I'm looking. I'm not shaving hair white or completely messed up hair or anything. Not cut also, or sometimes not wearing good clothes also. No problem. But that helped me because that episode of breakdown helped me understand if I'm feeling so low that I ignore how I look, it's actually my strength. It removed my fear. What people will think if I don't look good? If I don't share, I will not look good. Yeah, I don't care actually. Yeah. So that removed my fear. So utilize your mental breakdown, utilize your the low part for good things in your life. Now, I don't care how many people like, how many people watch, how many people subscribe, unsubscribe. Few months back, around 3-4 months back, 13,000 people suddenly subscribe, less subscribe. But it didn't affect me. I was like, wow, this is correct way. And then subsequently I got 1 lakh Yeah, 1 lakh subscribers. Because I stopped worrying about it. How I'm looking, whether people are watching, whether people liking, whether people subscribing, whether people commenting, what comment they're putting. So once you reach a stage where you are no longer affected by what people think, what people talk about you, what people criticize, how you appear, that stage comes and it will come for each of you. But that doesn't mean that you stop looking good, okay? So that's a mental breakdown. Yeah, don't do that. So the point to make is you have to look good daily. You have to look good daily, not for impressing someone else, but for yourself. You look good daily so that you feel good. Wear good clothes daily. Don't wear gown at home. Don't wear t-shirt at home of this night t-shirt or night suit, boys. Yeah, wear daily good clothes and maintain a rule. The cloth which you will wear outside, the same cost cloth, cotton fabric, you will wear inside. Maintain this rule. If you wear a suit 3,000, 5,000 rupees outside, same cost, but cotton fabric or silk fabric, whichever you like, you wear at your home daily. Okay. Even when you are swiping your floor, you wear that because you want to look good for you. Daily, you do skin routine and all those things for you, not for impressing others. Right. So when I say don't care how you look, it doesn't mean you start looking like a hippie. Okay. Okay, living in a forest. You look good, but you don't worry what other people say. If someone appreciates, say thank you. Don't say I don't care. Yeah, that is arrogance. Yeah. But if someone says bad, don't say I don't care. You're not heard also. Yeah, because you are so much focused, you have such a high energy surrounding you, the bad things doesn't penetrate your ears. How you have achieved that? Sit with your back supported, feet supported, or feet crossed. Close your eyes. Keep a smile on your face. Happiness in your heart. You're happy because you're on a path of a journey. You're on a journey to find your happiness. You're on a journey to find your peace. Focus on your breath. Take deep breaths. Continue slow, deep breaths. When you breathe in with your nose. When you breathe out with your nose. When you breathe in, your stomach should come out. All the while, keep smile on your face. The first step to find your peace and happiness is smile. If you smile, the fear is gone, the trouble is gone, the happiness is born. The purpose of life is to find happiness in your heart, peace of mind. When you have happiness in your heart, you will have a smile on your face. Continue normal breaths. Remember the painting which I have showed you, the purple garden, the green 3D garden. You are my galaxy. Follow my finger. Breathe in, breathe out. Follow my finger. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe out slowly, very slowly. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now we will do 3-5-2. You will breathe in for count of 3. Continue your normal breath as of now. We will do 3-5-2 when I say start. For now, listen to my voice. Allow it to guide you. Follow my voice. If you hear an external sound, it will help you focus more. You will follow my counts. When I say 1, 2, 3, you will breathe in slowly with your nose. When you breathe in, your stomach should come out. Your diaphragm will go in. You are breathing in 1, 2, 3. Then when I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you will hold your breath. You will hold your breath till 5 counts. Then when I say 1, 2, slowly you will release your breath through your nose. You will breathe in through your nose, hold for 5, breathe out through nose for 2. When you breathe out, you are breathing out less. You are breathing in more. You are breathing 3, holding for 5, breathing out less. You are building carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide gets converted in your blood to bicarbonate. This bicarbonate goes to your midbrain, stimulates it, and it relaxes you. It will increase your depth of respiration. It will decrease your heart rate. It will decrease your respiratory rate. It will calm you down. You will feel relaxed, peaceful, calm. Happy hormones will be released. Serotonin, dopamine, endorphin, oxytocin. You will feel happiness inside. Your thoughts will slow down. Because you are exciting your vagus nerve, you will feel calm. We'll do it all together now. When I count for 3, you will breathe in. When I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you will pause. When I count 1, 2, slowly you will breathe out. All start together. Reset, start. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Slowly now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. If you are feeling an urge to take a deep breath, it means your body has relaxed so much. Your thoughts are reduced. Your fear has gone. Your worry is gone. You are feeling peace, calm, serene, composed. Stress hormones have been neutralized. Happy hormones are released. You can slowly open your eyes. Raise your one hand if you felt relaxed, if you feel that happy hormones. Raise your one hand. Wake up, dear. Today we did only 3-5-2 and you fell asleep. So we are not done. Psychodynamics or experiential psychotherapy, and still you are asleep. Wake up, dear. If your thoughts have reduced, if your worries have gone, raise your other hand. If you are feeling calm, peaceful, serene, relaxed, raise your other hand. Continue doing it. If you felt asleep, raise your both hands. Good, like this, be silly. Try to be silly. Raise your both hands. Hey, raise your both hands. Yeah, I'm changing this camera. Raise your both hands if you felt asleep. Very good. Very good. What we did today is a simple 3-5-2, and you slept with that. Means you are a happy soul. You are feeling so peaceful, relaxed. So what will happen when you do psychotherapy, when you do psychodynamics method, when you experience the neuroplasticity? Probably you will end up in coma or a trance phase where someone has to come in your home and wake you up. Hey, wake up! Yeah, very good. If you could experience such a calmness today, it means you are a happy soul. You are already on the path of spiritual journey to heal yourself. You are not on first step. You're already gone to fifth step now. I will tell you one interesting episode of Ramayana. Previous days, Ramayana days, so there was a concept of Gurukul. So even if it is a prince, they have to go to Gurukul ashram, live a monk's life like other children, beg, sleep on the floor, bring your own water, cook your own food. Princely life is not allowed. Every student is equal. And there the guru will teach you something. So guru will teach you majorly three things. One is the Vedas, Sanskrit, language, all the scriptures. The second part is warrior path. Learning. This guru is teaching them everything. How to fight, how to make war, battle plans, and using different weapons. The third most important is the spiritual growth. Yeah. Okay, you know how to point your arrow. But the difference between the good warrior and the average warrior is how far your arrow you can push and how accurate it is. That is not a physical skill. That's your spiritual skill. That's your how calm you are, how you can do it. Right? You have to defeat the enemy. Before defeating the enemy, you have to defeat your internal monsters. You have to defeat your fear. You have to defeat your worries. You have to defeat your low mood, your depression, your mental breakdown, your crisis. To do that, you have to grow spiritually strong. To grow spiritually strong, so the Guru recommends two paths. One is the path of sadhana and devotion. Okay. You do something, rituals and certain things, and you have a devotion, you will grow, and you do tapasya. So how many years you have to do tapasya? 1000 years. What Ravana did? Ravana didn't have a guru. You remember? He did tapasya for thousands of years. Brahma's tapasya, he got vardhans. He was very good warrior, very literate, and very powerful. He did tapasya of Shivji for 1000 years, and he got a lot of vardhans, lot of boons. He didn't have a guru. But Rama, he didn't have to do so many tapasya, so many years. He has to do only few years. Okay. During his vanvas also, that was his tapasya period actually. Yeah. Under the guidance of different gurus, he was doing tapasya. He utilized that opportunity to grow spiritually. Right. And he learned so many things. Now it comes a time of love kush. These two are children, 6 years, 8 years, 10 years, but they can defeat any army. Which is the most powerful army on the world, on the earth? Rama's army. Which is the most powerful army in the three loka? Asur loka, Dev loka, and Artha loka, whatever loka. Because he has defeated Ravana also. So it means he has the most powerful army in the three loka. If gods need help, they come to Rama. But this Trailoki Vijay army was defeated by children. 6 years, 8 years, two kids, Lava and Kush. What they have accomplished, what they have achieved, what they have learned is a spiritual knowledge. To control things, to control themselves, to win things, to win the battle. They have learned, they didn't went and did all this bow, arrow, and all those things, yeah, at ashram of Valmiki. They didn't have time to read so many scriptures. These are kids, 6 years, 8 years, yeah. But they had the blessings of their guru. So Valmiki teaches them. When he starts teaching them, he says this secret to them. He tells them that to be successful in life, you have to do certain tasks. You have to master certain skills. You will do that. Everyone does it. Yeah, other children will also try to do it. But one who is successful, one who is spiritually awakened, one who is spiritually enlightened, one who is grown spiritually. And to do that, there are two paths. One is tapasya for 1000 years, which I have done. Valmiki says, I have done that tapasya. But if you have the blessings of your guru, a simple touch can transmit the knowledge and enlighten you and help you grow spiritually. Then Valmiki touches both of them, and the spiritual knowledge is transferred to both of them, and they get enlightenment, they get awakening of their spiritual powers. That is the reason that they had such a strong knowledge of the scriptures, Vedas, battlefield, battle plans, plus they had the strong skills of whatever they are doing, they could do it. That's why they could defeat the most powerful army. They could even defeat the Rama also, right? You remember? Otherwise, Hanuman has a blessing. Do you know? The Hanuman, he has the blessings of Brahma, that no weapon can harm him. No weapon can capture him. The rope, the rope also cannot capture him, cannot tie him. Even his mother cannot capture him or tie him. The weapon cannot harm him. He cannot be killed. He cannot be harmed. Okay. But he is defeated by Lavkush. And when Rama sees that, he is like, how is it possible? You have the Vardhan of Brahma. You cannot be captured. You cannot be harmed. You cannot be killed. But how is this possible? These two kids have captured you and you are sitting there. So he says, this time I cannot do anything. Right? Because he realizes that spiritual power of these two kids is much stronger than him. You understand? So what you are going to awaken is this. All the previous students, including the new students who attended the revision with the previous class, if you feel that your spiritual power or spiritual awakening is happening, or you have now changed or different person, raise your another one hand. Continue doing it. Write down in the chat also. Write down in the chat. Write down what you feel about that. Yeah, you are a changed person, or you now feel calm, relaxed, or you feel that you are got on the path, you started on the path of spirituality or your spiritual journey. Spiritual journey is not taking the name of God 1,000 times. It's not doing the worship of a God. It's not going to church, temple, or masjid. It's not that. Spiritual journey is inside. It's not what you do to outside stone or outside person or outside words, taking some name of a God. It's a spiritual journey, is internal awakening, is internal growth. You remember the story of Priyatam? Okay, some people they were absent for the class, Priyatam. It is there on the channel. Rapidly, we will cover it in 1 minute. One time, Narad Muni asked Krishna, Sri Narayana, that who is your favorite bhakta, devotee? Krishna or Narayana says, this Narad Muni is thinking that he will be the most favorite because 24 hours taking name of Narayana, Narayana. I must be his favorite. So the Krishna says, there is a farmer in a village. He is my Priyatam. So everyone is like very excited. Hey, how is this possible? We have been worshipping you so long. All the Brahmins, all the monks, they are like, this is cheating, Krishna. Then gopis are like, we are so devoted to you, and you think your Priyatam is that farmer? What are you saying? We have spent childhood with you, we have left everything for you, we are so devoted to you. Narad Muni says that I take your name for 24 hours, and you say that that farmer is your Priyatam. He's not taking your name, he's just doing it one time in a day. Every evening, he takes your name only exactly one time, not a second time. And how can he become Priyatam? So, uh, Krishna tells him, okay, you do one thing. You take this bowl of oil and make one round of the galaxy. So Narad Muni says, only this. Do it. I have very good concentration. I can hold this bowl. It will not a single drop will fall. That is a condition. And I will come back with the round of galaxy. He comes back after a few days or few years or few light years, whatever time it takes for him to come back. Yeah, for the rotation of galaxy. And then Krishna asks, then Narad Muni is so excited. See, Lord, now I have brought this. Not a single drop has spilled. It was a journey. It took me 100 years. And Krishna says, how many times you took my name? Then Narad Muni is like, hey, what? Was I supposed to do that? You gave me the task. Because you gave me the task, I was so much busy to your task that I did not take your name. Krishna says the task which the farmer is doing, farming, taking care of his family, taking care of him, and producing the things for his society. The task I have given him. And while doing that task, he remembers to take my name one time daily. So to become Priyatam of God, you don't need to take God's name 1,000 times. You don't need to go to worship place. You don't need to worship at all. So the awakening is internal. When you are trying to be path on awakening, there is one hurdle I will tell you. Okay. There is a monster sitting for you. If you fall for that, there is no recovery. What is that monster? In Sanskrit, it is called aham. Me. I. I am doing. I am the doer. I am the karta. You want to hear a story for that? Yeah. When someone thinks they are doing it, so the correct approach, if you don't want to, it is going to come. Any work you do, see, if you're doing good work in your job, you think you are the star and it is because of you the company is growing and the team is working. How many of you can relate with that? Write down in the chat. If you cook for your day, for your family, you think one day if you don't cook, people will stay hungry. And they are dependent on you to cook. You are the earning member of your family and you think if you don't earn, people will be hungry. They will not be satisfied. You are the provider of something and you think you are providing something. If you don't do, there is nothing like that. Is it happening with you? Write down whichever is happening with you. It's okay. You will come out of it. Whatever is the thing, write down in the chat. Then I will tell you a story. So you think that the world depends on you, or it is you who is doing it. Okay. If you want to come out of it, or if you don't want to fall for that, there is a very easy path. It is not a difficult, very easy. The name of the path is devotion. You have to have devotion. If you are devoted to someone, if you are devoted to a cause, if you are devoted to something, then you feel that what I'm doing is not for me. What I'm doing is I'm not doing. I'm doing through you. Lord is doing through me. I'm not the karta. It's not aham anymore. It's naham. Naham. I'm not doing it. The Lord is making do. I am just the instrument of the Lord. This devotion to grow, there is a story for that. The story of devotion. When you see of devoted person, who is the one who comes to your mind? Extreme devotion, extreme level devotion. Who is that one who comes to mind? Hanuman. Perfect. Hanuman and gopis. Gopis of Vrindavan. Extreme devoted. Complete lost in devotion, mad in devotion. Yeah. Today we will hear the story of gopis. For yeah. One time, Krishna has a headache, and he has a serious headache. Everyone is troubled now. The his royal doctor also is not able to treat that headache. Then somehow Krishna has the vision that uh, someone suggests that, see, you are a Krishna, you are a Lord actually. If you divert your mind to your own head, your brain, it will heal you. But he says, no, I cannot do that. My mind is always for the welfare of my devotees. So, yeah, I got this idea. What should I do? So he gets a vision that if I apply the dirt of the foot of my devotee, my headache will be gone. So he orders, bring me the dirt of my feet of my devotees. So the soldiers go across the kingdom. But before they go to Rukmini and they ask, see, you are so much devoted that Krishna married you, and to heal him, he needs the dirt of your feet. So Rukmini says, hey, no, I cannot do this. I will have to go in heaven. He is the God. If he applies my dirt, how is it possible? I will not do. Then the soldiers go to some monks and some pujaris who are doing a lot of havan in Krishna's name, Narayana name. Then this soldiers, they ask him, you seem to be a lot of devoted to Krishna. They say, yes, we have been doing tapasya. It is now 100 years. We have been doing it continuously. We are sitting here, no food, nothing. And this Agni Havan, we are doing it continuous since 100 years. We are the best devotee. So they tell them that, yeah, actually the scenario is that Krishna has the headache and he needs the dirt of your feet to apply on his head. So they're like, hey, what are you talking? If you do that, the whole 100 years tapasya will be gone in vain. It will get nullified. How can we take that path? We cannot do this. It's, of course, we cannot do that. Then they go, then they think of Priyatam story. They also heard my Priyatam story. So then they remember, hey, that Narad Muni had an ego, na? He claimed that he's the best devotee, we'll go to him. So then go to Narad Muni. So Narad Muni says, I can do everything, but I cannot give you this. How dare you, you talk, you nonsense. How you are this, I cannot give myself curse. Yeah, I will have to go to heaven. Sorry, hell, 100 years of hell if Krishna applies my this thing. And very bad scenario. Then, and what the Narad Muni has earned throughout his punya, okay, blessings, it will be gone in vain. So he doesn't want to take a risk. Then they think they remember the another. Then Narad Muni says, hey, you know, Dr. Mithila said the Priyatam story. So why don't you go to that farmer, you know, Krishna's Priyatam? So then soldiers go to the Priyatam, the farmer, and they tell him that Krishna needs your feet's dirt. Farmer is like, I cannot do that. Yeah, because you know, I will get this, all those things. Yeah, bad effect and all. So he doesn't do that. So then they reach Vrindavan. At Vrindavan, they see that these gopis are playing here, there, and all doing stupid things, and milking the cow, and herding the cows, and taking care of their children, family, busy in their chores, and completely lost, and just taking the name of Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. These soldiers feel these are stupid, you know, these are really stupid. They are so much involved, they are less educated, they are not spiritually awakened, and they don't know scriptures, they don't understand anything. So we'll fool them, and we will take the feet of their dirt of their feet. So but soldier says that one minister says it is a cheating. We should tell them that this is a scenario, and we should ask them actually who is the best devotee of you. Okay, so they go to then the minister goes to the few gopis, and he tells the scenario that Krishna has a headache, and he has a vision that the dirt of the feet of his devotee will cure him of his uh, headache. So these gopis, they call all gopis, hey, all gopis, come, 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 come. Krishna has the headache. Our Krishna has the headache. He has to, he needs the dirt of our feet. So they collect the dirt of their feet in all the matkas, and all the big jars. They collect the dirt of their feet, and they say that you take as much dirt you want from our feet. They scrape their feet and put the dirt in that big jars, and tell them you take it to our Krishna. He should not fear. He should not feel the headache. So this minister starts crying. He's like, how foolish are these girls? How foolish are these gopis? They don't understand that if Krishna applies this, they will have to go to hell. So this gopi says, to cure Krishna of his headache of 1 minute, we are ready to go to, we are ready to suffer 100 years, 100 lifetimes of hell. We don't want him to have headache for 1 minute. I'm ready to suffer for 100 lifetimes. But my Krishna should be happy. So then the minister realizes these are the true devotees of Krishna. And these are actually spiritually awakened. And that is why they are always going to be companions of Krishna, gopis. So when the Krishna's name is taken, gopi's name is taken. And then they go actually. And then Krishna applies the dirt on his head. And all the gopis get the boon that they will have peace and devotion for their whole life, for every life. They don't need to worry about their future. They don't need to worry about keeping themselves happy, because they will always be happy. Whatever they are doing, chores, managing husband, taking care of someone, managing children, being housewife, being a working wife, entrepreneur, doing something, learning something, whatever you do, you have given something to Krishna. And that's why you are going to have a devotion. You are going to give happiness. If you find your happiness, if you find the purpose of your life, if you find devotion in life, remember that you have the blessings. You have given the dirt of your feet to Krishna and got the blessings, that you are so much focused now. Things are not affected. People don't affect you anymore. Gopis are always happy. Husband earns less, no problem. Husband earns more, no problem. The cow gives less milk, no problem. Children are troublesome, no problem. They are supposed to be working women. Some gopis were very educated. They did PhD and masters. They did PhD under me in psychology, came out with research, but still happy. because they have the devotion. So the most important thing on the path of spiritual growth is the devotion. Once you have devotion, you are not affected by arrogance. You are not affected by ego. Aham is gone. Then you don't say anything, I am doing this. It's like you are doing. I am the servant. I am the devotee. I have found the mission in the life. I have found the purpose in life. I'm going to follow that purpose. I'm going to follow that mission. What others think, what others say, doesn't matter, doesn't affect. How is my present scenario? Tsunami is going on. Spouse is asking for divorce. You are going to get fired from your job. You are not earning anything, not affected. Because you are focused on your devotion, because you are focused on your purpose of your life. Important is to find happiness in heart and peace of mind. The easiest way to losing your path is find devotion for the purpose. Money will come, recognition will come. Don't run after it. Focus on what makes you happy. Helping people makes you happy. Learning new skills, developing new tools by doing PhD with me, developing new technique, writing book, publishing the book, painting the art, attending Sunday classes, helping clients, whatever makes you happy, do that. Some of you sometimes call me and say, sir, I'm starting my center, but I'm afraid what people will say, what relatives will say. Sir, I've started internship with you, and people surrounding say what you're going to do in future. Sir, I have started PhD with you, developing some new tools, but people don't believe. You don't need to make them believe. You don't need to convince them. You don't need to explain them because you don't hear anything what they say. If they appreciate, you smile. If they criticize, you smile. You're not affected by both the things because you're so much devoted to the cause. You're so much devoted for your purpose. And you will find your purpose, you will find your mission. It's okay if you are 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, you still have not found your purpose. It is okay, absolutely okay. I will tell you one interesting story for this. Around 10-15 years back, I used to go for interviews. I always had a funny episode for interviews. One of the other funny episode. Most of the interviews, one of the fun episode was most common question. Where do you see yourself after 5 years? What is your vision? Everyone has this answer prepared. Okay, they talk something, and I used to be, I'm very straightforward. I have always been like that, completely non-diplomatic, and uh, what is inside is outside. Just to get a job, I cannot say something. Okay, I used to have a concept. See, I was a black horse. Okay, some kind of alien person who finds it difficult to gel with, work in a team. Okay, that was my working style always. So what I thought, and I always understood that every company has their own culture. And what people do is when they go for interview, they try to fit in that culture. But I thought, no, I'm a black horse. Whatever culture I like, I will find a company which will fit with me. I will find a stable, I will find a race course which likes black horse. So when I used to go for interview, I never pretended because what is inside is outside. I'm completely not diplomatic. I have to say very frankly. If someone asks me, you're here for money? I say, yeah, actually. So, and someone says, what is your increment you're looking for? 50%. And everyone is like, hey, 20% is a market. So if I offer you 20% and if someone offers you 30%, you will go for 30%. I say, yes. So you better offer me 50% so that I don't jump. I don't switch. You are here for money. I'm here for money. I want to earn. I'm struggling. I don't have money to pay for my rent. Yeah. And I'm breaking my FDs to manage, to fulfill demands of my wife. So I need more money. I was to be very frank, very upfront, non-diplomatic, told him directly. Yeah, I need money to fulfill the requirements. I'm breaking my FDs. Then the most common question was, where do you see yourself after 5 years, 10 years? What is your vision? I have no vision. I don't know. I used to be so sincerely saying this. I don't know what I will do after 5 years. I don't know what I will do after 10 years. Because that was the truth. And till today, if you ask me, where do you see yourself after 5 years? I don't know. 10 years back, when I started my company, first company, that time also someone asked me, is this now you found out what you wanted to do? I said, no, actually. This is a journey. I had not found out what I want in life. And I have changed my career 2 times. And both the times I was asked this question, is it something what you want in life? I was like, I'm not sure. As of now, I want this. What is your vision? I don't have vision. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just 40 years. I'm just 30 years. I'm just 50 years. I'm just 60 years. How will I know? And those who say they have found, they know everything what they want in life, they are lying to themselves, actually. No one has found. It's your journey. If today you have this purpose, you, few months back, you had a purpose, you wanted to do a course just to learn or feel happy or for your own understanding. Slowly you found a purpose that you want to make it a profession. Then you found a purpose while doing internship that you want to do it to feel happiness. Obviously, money comes with internship and after internship. So you are doing it not for money's sake. You started for money's sake, but now you are doing this because you're finding happiness by helping others. Then your purpose changes that you want to do PhD or you're doing PhD that so that you achieve self-realization. Self-realization, when it comes, you contribute something to the society. You develop a new tool, you develop a new technique or new assessment method that becomes a contribution in the field of psychology, and other people, other psychologists in the world, India, the world, they read it, they follow it, right? So like you have seen the relate pillar concept, the concept of the book, the couple therapy, child assessment tools, okay? So that then your purpose becomes self-realization, to do something for the society. While you are on the path of achieving your purpose, obviously the money flows there. Don't keep it as objective. Keep it objective that you want to serve others. And when you are serving others, never think, I am doing. No, I am the servant. I am doing it because I am the instrument. It is his work I am doing. Enjoyed today's class? All of you have inspired me to be instrument for these platforms. Art for Fun, Heart to Paper, secondlife.org. Take maximum benefit of it. Yeah. Most of you know I have gone through grief. Yeah, I'm still going through. Okay. Almost every day I cry. Okay. This smile is for a few hours. Then there are episodes in a day where I cry because I lost my father recently. I was mentally prepared for that. Okay. Because he had chronic heart disease since 2 years and I was mentally prepared, but I couldn't overcome it. So what I realized is I need to process my grief. So there need some tools, methods to overcome your grief. Now in the present program, you will learn 3 methods. I release you the oasis and talking to the angels for grief. But I realize these are not sufficient. You need something more. And that something more needs to be developed. That's why I have pledged 1 crore rupee for the research of grief. Presently, 10 hospitals have partnered for conducting this research. If you want to be part of this research, you can apply on, check my WhatsApp profile. You will find the details. Yeah. You can apply on griefcounseling.in or griefcounselor.in. So www.griefcounselor.in is for the clients. Here, these clients will get paid actually for taking up the consultation from healing, for taking sessions. The client will be paid because we need their commitment. If you don't pay the client, even if you do free, the client will come one time, then second time they don't come. So if they complete their therapy, they will get paid 1,000 rupees. Amount is small, but that's the commitment they give. And here, the researchers or the research members, they will be developing some new tool and method for helping overcome the grief. Because there is a very little research in this area. If you want to be part of it, visit the site. It's mentioned in my WhatsApp profile also. You can search griefcounselor.in or griefcounseling.in and participate in the research. If you want to participate as a client, you can participate as a client. Or if you want others to participate, you can propagate on your Facebook. Okay. And if you want to participate as a researcher or an intern, you can participate like that. Yeah. I'm not looking for donation for this project. Okay. I have already donated for this. So if you have clients who want to participate, they will get paid. If you are want to become researcher or intern with this project, you will contribute by your managing the clients and maintaining the documentation and all those things. I will send you the link here. www.griefcounselor.in. This is for the client, and for researchers, this is the website www.griefcounseling.in. Yes, please WhatsApp me. What is the correction required? Please WhatsApp me. Yeah. For any platform, if you see corrections, you can tell me, dear. Don't hesitate. So, Art for Fun, Heart to Paper, secondlife.org. These are platforms for you to promote your skills, your stories, your blogs, your articles, poems, art, and your personal life story. And thank you, Amit. So I'm still going through that trauma. Yeah. Any questions? Participate, promote yourself, don't hesitate, work on your purpose. It's okay if you're still not found it. Whatever you think as of now, you continue the journey. You will find bigger and bigger purpose. Purpose of life is not to find one thing and do it. Purpose of life is to have a journey. You will always find one purpose, then bigger purpose as you advance in the life. Anyone would like to share? Who would like to share today's experience? Okay. Now your experience about today's class, the concept, and the platforms. and a research project. Yes, Dr. Lavanya.
Very good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, one and all. That was really a very good session today. Many things, many openings I could feel. Uh, Basically, to say with that guru activating Lavakusha, we could feel, or I could feel from the day I would have started early, but missed many things. But I think the right time has to come for me to reach you. It might be, but I reached you finally, and I'm going through a lot of changes, both in my what to say, spiritual journey, emotional journey, physical journey, personal or work, everywhere. Many things to learn from you, and we are really blessed to get you as our group. Thank you so much. And so many platforms you have created. That's really very good hearted from you. It's up to us to make use of it. We are trying our best and guide us throughout our life. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lavanya. I'm an instrument. I'm not the doer. I'm just a servant. I'm doing something for all of you so that all of you should benefit out of it. Recently in my career, I have reached a stage where I can retire, relax, spend 1 crore per year without earning and not do anything. Whatever I'm doing from now onwards is for helping all of you to grow in your life, to develop your passion, to find purpose, and to fulfill your purpose. When you start trying to fulfill your purpose, you are always going to find one or the other hurdles. The journey becomes smooth if you have certain resources, certain help to reduce those hurdles. So that's why these different services, these different platforms are there. Yeah. Obviously, and there is no cost for each of them. Yeah. All are zero cost for you. So take maximum benefit of it.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, Tejaswini.
Uh, Today's session, I liked it so much. At first, so why do I feel your voice is voice volume is decreasing as we go? Like in the starting of the session, like where we meditate, where we keep calm ourselves, and I always struggle to hear. And at the end of the session, I feel very calm, and I see that sparkles while closing the eyes. I don't know this happens to everyone or not, but this is happening for me since last two classes. And everything becomes calm and I could hear small sound also.
Very good. As you go ahead, as you attend more sessions, you will stop hearing those outside sound also.
Yeah, today I felt it really calming, and I don't understand that state of mind. Why I'm not sleeping. I understand that, but the thing is, it's very calm. At the beginning of my classes, one thing is I rush to speak. But now, after these sessions, I could manage myself to speak in a calm way. Like I don't rush anything now.
Very good,
Uh,
Tejas.
yeah. So one more thing, sir. Today I understood about spirituality. Till now, I'm also in that situation or in that kind of mind. Like spirituality is related to God. That we have to go temple, church, whatever it is. We have to stay there and come back, read Gita, whatever it is. I thought till now that is the spirituality. But now today I understood it comes from inside. I also felt it. These days I used to confuse because I don't know what spirituality is actually by seeing some YouTube videos or whatever other people say. But today I understood it, like how it comes, how to attain it, how to practice it. I got some like manual, like how to get your spirituality, how to improve it, like how to see it actually.
Very good.
One more thing, sir. I wanted to know more about this grief counseling.
I will explain
So
you.
maybe in the end of the session, please give me a little bit more so that I could understand more. That's it. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this.
Okay, Tejas. Going to temple, reading scriptures and Vedas and books or something, or doing some rituals or prayers, worships. This is religious, not spirituality. Spirituality and religious both are not necessarily interlinked. They are not actually. Okay. The problem is with the prayers, worships, visiting temple or some worship place and doing some kirtan, bhajan, there is a rise in energy. And then suddenly it falls. After you come back, you feel depressed, or after that kirtan, bhajan is over, then you feel depressed. Because that is a temporary rise. The correct rise has to happen slowly from inside. And it has to happen without even you knowing that there is a rise, awakening is happening, enlightenment is happening. When you have the awakening, you will also not realize that this awakening, you will just start feeling calm, relaxed, peaceful, no worries, no thoughts for no reason. People will see some changes, but they will not be able to tell you. You will feel the changes. And that is the meaning that you are path on a spirituality or awakening. You don't need to do any ritual, you don't need to do any worship. You need to do only two things. One is karma, work. You do your work, decide your target, decide your purpose of life, fulfill it. Whatever barriers are going to there, remove it. Obstacles, try to remove it. Take help. The second is the devotion. You are so devoted to your purpose, you are so devoted to serving others, serving people, that obstacle doesn't affect you, criticism doesn't affect you, fear doesn't affect you. You are not stopped by anyone or yourself, your own master. Right? You are doing it not for money. When you do it for serving people, you are doing it because you are devoted for the cause. Money comes, recognition comes. Don't worry about that. Don't run behind that. But that doesn't mean you should not earn. Yeah, you should have a concrete plan to earn also. Until you reach a stage where you can do nothing and spend 1 CR per year, still have enough money for your children, grandchildren, and 5 grandchildren. Yeah. So till the time you have to earn. Yeah. But while earning, the objective is to serve people, okay, or to be devoted to the cause. Who would like to share? Who would like to share today's experience? Those who share, I always remember them. Yeah. And those who share are the sincere students. What you feel, you talk, you express gratitude. Expressing gratitude is the step one.
Good afternoon, sir. What a wonderful session. Really, I'm feeling so lucky and blessed to have to have got a great mentor like you, sir. Really enjoyed the session. The stories you narrated so nicely, and I have read Krishna stories, but I didn't know about that Gopi and that story. That really it was lovely, sir. And the way you expressed was very nice. The difference between being religious and being spiritual. So nice, sir. Actually, I'm feeling so relaxed, very calm. So I couldn't even speak right now. I'm in that state of mind. I don't know. I am in Zen mode or something like that. So, but just I wanted to share my experience today, sir. It's an amazing session. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Very good, Sripriya. You experience good things because you are good. You feel happiness in your heart because you deserve to be happy. You find peace in life, peace of mind, because you are focused on your purpose. Yes, Dr. Poonam.
Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. I think today's session was really enlightening, It strengthened my belief in what I was doing. I have been doing for years together.
Very good.
And I have always believed that if I fulfill my duty towards my family and my patients and society as such, that is the biggest achievement, that is the biggest, I mean,
Network.
believed till now. And since today you have also expressed your belief, I feel that yes, I'm right. Because I've never thought that money is more important. You've been in the same field, and the others, the people belonging to the medical field, realize that what a kick you get when a patient is very serious and you save that patient. That kind of a thing is more important than the returns you get. That feeling you get after that patient thanks you, whatever it is. I mean, that's really, that feeling cannot be expressed. So what I have always felt is uh, my belief and my religion is more into these things, like if I can fulfill my duties towards my family and my society and my patients, that is beyond religion. That is beyond religion. Going to temples and all, fasting and everything. In fact, my religion is more into all these things. But still, I might not get time for those things. But what I do, I feel that that's enough. that
Correct.
should be enough for, I mean, my expression towards God and spirituality. That is
Very good, doctor.
so. That's what I think. Thank you very much for that. It has strengthened my belief that I'm right. I'm on the right path.
Very
Yes.
good. That's great, Dr. Poonam.
That's the thing.
If you are hungry or people are waiting for you to cook food, tell the elder person, means, the son of your mother-in-law, to cook food for today, and tell him the pravachan that fasting as a spiritual, as a religious practice, okay, we are just focused so much on the food component, and we think that it is for the God we are doing. You are bribing to the God, I will fast, you give me this thing, and God is laughing at you. He doesn't want your fast, he doesn't want your money. The God wants your work, your devotion. Yeah, the fasting you are not doing for God, and fasting is not focused on the food. That English translation is wrong. The upvas, Sanskrit, Hindi word, it doesn't mean fasting. It doesn't mean the food. It has no relation with food. The original meaning. The original meaning, it means the change. The change from your routine. If you wake up 9 a.m. daily, today you have upvas, English fast. You wake up 5. That is your change. Every day you smoke cigarette. Today you have a upvas. You will not smoke for next 9 days. You want to do certain things, you have the cravings to do certain things, you cannot resist. But you take a upvas, you don't do it. Yeah. You have been a bad person or fighting with others, irritable. But for today, because you are doing upvas or fasting, you will not do it. Because it's a religious day or spiritual day. So don't link your fasting or upvas with the religious. If you are fasting, it can be fasting in the thought, in the action. Don't restrict it for the food. The upvas meaning is the change. So you change your routine. You change one thing that you have been doing, you will not do. Or you will do one thing you have been not been doing. There is something you need to do, but you have been avoiding it, procrastinating. Today you take a upvas. You do it. You don't want to do it, but it is required to be done. You do it. That is upvas. And that's how you increase your anterior mid-cingulate cortex. If you want to watch more on this anterior mid-cingulate cortex, there is a video on the channel. How to increase your willpower. Or there is a story of strong willpower person on the channel. And that's how you will increase your willpower, by resisting something, your temptations, and by doing something which you don't want to do. So that is the meaning of upvas. What people are restricted is just for the food. So some people ask, sir, which fast you do? I say, I don't do any fast. And I don't have restriction for eating non-veg on any day. My life, my thought is not restricted for that particular food. It is more about, am I controlling my impulses inside monster? I'm controlling temptations. Am I forcing myself to do certain things which are required to be done, which I don't want to do? That is upvas. If you do it, you are living a life of upvas. It is coincident that I have so many food restrictions, food allergies, that if someone sees what I eat daily basis, they will think that that is upvas. Okay. But for me, there is no limitation on which days I will eat non-veg. So my food restrictions include gluten restricted, lactose restricted, then chili powder, green chili, all masalas, anything and everything most people like, Bengal gram, besan. Yeah, most of the things are gone. The cheese, gone. So what are the things are remaining? Very less. And some of the food allergies are also there. But when people see me eating, some visitors come or guests come, or even family members, when they see me daily, they're like, don't you get fed up with such food? Yeah, so limited options. So I say, I forget what I ate in the morning. For me, this is new. I'm excited. So when I see my plate, it's very bland. Everyone is like, and I'm like, wow, nice food. I'm going to enjoy it. Yeah. I don't think it is my upvas. So don't restrict your upvas to food. You do whatever in life you want to do. The only conditions are two. You ask yourself two questions. Whether that will give you happiness in heart. Whether it will give you peace of mind. If these two questions, yes, do it. Anything and everything. If both the answer is yes, only you need to test. No other test is required. Shriya. Unmute.
This session is little different from the other sessions, that is for sure. Because spirituality for me is always a question mark. I never enter those areas because something which is complicated, I try to keep myself out of it. Less complications, yes, I need into it. So today that is clear. that has become less complicated to me. And the second thing is I've been in that state of mind where I'm just absorbing what you said. So it took me a little time to come and talk. And as far as this journey is, if I have to talk about this journey, and I have already commented in the comment section that, you know, earlier in the beginning of this journey, I was hopeless. I knew that I was hopeless. I know that I couldn't achieve anything. I knew that I'm fit for nothing. That was the image that I had. That was the narration that I had towards me. Once I started with first child and adolescent counseling, I did. Then I understood. Okay, I completed something. I'm fit for something. Because it was always I had that excuse. Even when attending the classes, I used to make my child Krishna. I used to put her to sleep in my lap, and I used to attend the sessions most of the times. So once I completed that, then I thought, okay, something is there. I am fit for at least something. And next, psychology counseling, and right now, psychotherapy also. One thing that I can tell for sure is you're a kind of guru who gives that confidence in the students, and they say that they see themselves in a new light. So I no longer feel that I'm not fit for anything. I am fit for something, but I'm just figuring it out with guidance of you. So even a few days back, I felt, you know, internship also. I'm trying to call candidates. I'm not able to achieve even a single candidate so far. So again, I got the same thing. Sir said I am not average. I'm not poor. I'm not average. I'm good. But where is that good? Not even a single client I got. Again, that question I raised in my mind. Then again, I thought, no, I'll talk to sir. He's there. I can check myself if he's there. That was the thing that confidence that you give emotionally, that self-esteem, to raise my self-esteem also, that kind of confidence, that is a huge pillar. You're one huge pillar in my life, that, you know, I see it. Okay, I know that my mentor is there. Okay, I'm going to do this with the help of them, even if he's cold, even if he ask me to get out. No, I'll just be there and listen to whatever he says. That is what I get, the impression that I get. And I may immediately set myself, okay, fine, he's there, I'm going to do something. And today again, you said, you reminded us, you know, if somebody says anything, you just don't listen to that. Just a few days back, I have never shared to anybody in my family except my husband that I'm doing this internship, or I've enrolled for PhD, or I'm doing this course, or anything like that. But recently, out of a very bad habit, I shared it to one of my close family members who is he's a narcissist. And I shared it with him. First answer that he gave, the reaction that he gives, you're doing it? You are doing it? I immediately felt all this 30 years was gone. Again, I've gone back to the same thing. Yes, how am I doing it? I can't do it now. Again, immediately, this is the
To approach
today's class
this,
was,
there are two options. You are doing PhD with me now. You can think, okay, I will show this man in 3 years that I will get a doctorate degree, and I will write a book, and I will contribute to the field of psychology. I manage 300 clients, earn 10 lakh rupees in next 3 years. That is one approach. I will tell you a better approach. When someone is not there in front of you, you don't see. When someone is not talking to you, you don't hear. It's not that you are deaf, but the voice doesn't reach you. The light doesn't come from that person to you. So when that person is in front of you, you don't lock your eyes. It's not that you ignore and you turn your eyes. It's like you are looking at something past that person. You are not, that person is not visible to you. It's like that. Understand?
yes,
When someone is criticizing you, One person is showing disbelief on you. You don't try to make them believe. Absolutely no. You will lose your own faith. And if that person is narcissist, don't try to correct them. They will prove you are wrong. You have narcissism. So the best part is you don't nod, you don't say no. You're not affected. Your heart rate is not affected. Your emotions are not affected. Your eardrums are not vibrated because the voice has not fallen on your ears. You're not heard. You're not seen this person.
It's basically not looking at them, looking through them.
Yeah, you
So-
don't see them, you don't hear them, you're not affected. Yeah. You're not controlled by them. Yeah. You
Yes,
don't
yes,
want to
I-
do
I'll do
anything
it.
to them. You don't want to do anything to prove them. After you complete, you are not going to announce them. You're not going to tell them.
Yes, I regret even sharing that piece of
Yeah.
information.
It's okay. Now you are done, it's okay. Now you don't want to prove that person. After completing, you don't want to say, I have completed a call. Not required.
So
Sometimes some people ask, like old acquaintances and some classmates, hey, you are doing these platforms and all that. Why don't you propagate them? Why don't you put all this with, yeah, why don't you send it on the group, announce them on the group? Like we have the groups old and all. I don't do that. It's not required for me to show them to others what I'm doing. For me to prove them to old people that see what I'm doing. No, I'm not doing for them. I'm not doing for me. I'm doing for people who need help in that segment, who don't have that support, who need those resources. And those who need those resources, those who are searching, those who are artists, they will find it, this website, they will find this platform. If they are not student, they will pay. If they are student, they will put without charge. Similarly, someone is looking for writing poems and articles, they will find this platform. Someone who wants to write their second life story, they will write. Shreya, your story is a second life story, even if you don't know. You write down dear. And writing your second life story heals you. Every one of you, write down your second life story. The journey which you are taken through is a full of turbulence and happiness and many things. That itself is a second life story, even till today. Don't wait for becoming successful. If you write second life now, you are successful. You are healing yourself. Who else would like to share? Chitra, then Sangeeta, then Veena,
Good afternoon, sir.
and Jamshed. Yes.
Sir, it was a very good session as always. I'm feeling so calm, so relaxed, and so happy. Today I got my own names page for Heart to Paper. So thank you, sir.
Very good.
And yes, sir. And sir, I don't remember मैंने कितने सालों के बाद लिखा होगा. And thanks to you. Thanks for the Wednesday class जिस दिन आपने point out किया था.
Write more.
Yes, sir. So
Can you write?
thank you, sir.
Very good. Welcome. You want to continue.
And sir, the happy moment, आज जब आपने बोला, you said, I'll surely show my husband that clipping आज की video में. You said the amount of the clothes you will wear outside, you have to wear it inside too. So I'm gonna share the video with him. He has to understand the amount should be equal. So today I'll go with him, purchase some clothes because sir told me. So sir, I'm not the doer. I'm just doing through your. So
Very good.
yes.
Very good, dear Chitra. Very good.
So thank you for the today's session, sir. It was amazing. We came here like a clean slate, and you write everything perfect on it. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Welcome, dear.
Thank you, sir.
Check your WhatsApp. When you write, when you explore your old passions, typically old passions, we can divide into these two platforms. Okay, when you write, it excites you further to do something. It's like, oh, I have found my own happiness, old hobby, something that excites you, that heals you. And sometimes you go through physical diseases or many things because of your emotions. Someone has chronic pain, someone is feeling low mood, someone is having difficulty in childbirth, someone is having difficulty in finding peace, someone is having difficulty finding relationship, happiness. There is some emotions that need to be healed. We all go through turbulence. Whatever you are natural, show it to the world. Don't hide. Some of you have seen me, I have cried in the classes also, especially Sunday classes. I don't want to show you that I'm always laughing and smiling and happy. I'm laughing and smiling when I'm happy. When I'm not happy, I'm crying. And I don't want to hide in front of you, in front of world. And those videos on the channel also. And now, since I miss yeah, that's better. Am I online now? Am I online? Okay. So sometimes when I feel, when I miss my father, I'm crying. And I'm not hiding, I'm not going in separate room. I'm crying like this. And trying to utilize that emotion for doing something good. One of the good thing is the grief counseling research project. So take part of it, take benefit out of it, contribute in this by working. I'm not looking for donation, contribution in terms of donation. So when there was an episode that my father needed surgery, the doctor was like, we will get one device from US. It's very costly, around 16 lakhs. Is it okay, sir? So I told very humbly to the doctor, sir, I can buy your hospital. The device is very small thing, but I don't want to do the surgery. I would prefer a sudden death, but not next 6 weeks, 6 months, father lying on a bed. He will not like that life. And that turned out to be good decision, actually. So doctor was also like, I have never seen someone who is so clear and is saying such bold statement. I'm still convinced that that turned out because it was a March that I could have got that surgery. Life and death is not in our hand. Father would have gone by November anyhow. But if he would have gone through the surgery, he would might be bedridden for 3 months or 6 months. Because we did not do the surgery, he was mobile till the last 1 hour. He was actively walking, climbing stairs, going to garden and doing everything, despite only 20% heart function. Yeah. So whatever is your emotion, you don't need to hide from yourself. Important is that. Okay. And whatever is inside, you keep it very natural. Be sincere to yourself. You know, there are people who fool themselves. Like they fool themselves. I will give an example. There are people, they want to prove themselves that they love their father so much that they will get the surgery done on the father, despite that surgery is actually more traumatic or more harmful. Quality of life is poor. Yeah. But I'm very clear. No, I love my father. And after his passing away, I'm still missing him, though I was mentally prepared actually. Though I was completely mentally prepared that, okay, I will be able to manage this, cope up. But I'm not able to cope up with that grief. Till today, I'm not able to cope up. But I was too sincere to myself that, yeah, so always whatever decisions you do, whatever things you do in life, you try to be sincere. Don't lie yourself. Who else would like to share? But I had done very less actually for my father. Yes, Veena. Unmute, please.
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, sir? As usual, the classes was innovative and informative, sir. All the stories were beautiful and it really gave us so information and made us look calm, relaxed, rejuvenating. And all the platforms you are providing us is really helpful. But yet to upload our projects. And sorry for the delay,
Yet
sir.
to upload my
And
project.
thank you so much.
Veena,
Yeah, my project.
yet to upload
Yes, sir.
my project. Others,
Yeah, yes, sir.
there are some who don't want to upload, but you,
Yeah.
Veena, you don't care whether others want to upload or not upload.
Yes, sir.
Talk on your behalf.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry that I'm not able to upload my knitting work. Actually, I do knitting work. So by next week, I'll do my things, sir. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Very good. So you don't need to say sorry to me actually. Veena was saying sorry to herself actually, that she has not done something and utilizing the benefit of something for releasing her dopamines, getting again motivation. You know, if you are so much busy in your life, there is a burnout. So you need to find some small things, stupid things to do in your life. What are these stupid things? You know, cleaning your table, spending 15 minutes instead of 5 minutes for cleaning your kitchen. These are the stupid things you need to do. Doing something stupid which has no purpose, no meaning in life. You want to do something. Yeah. Right. Doing some hobby, that knitting, artwork, writing poem, articles, they are not going to give you money. They are not going to make you go towards your purpose. But you are doing it feeling happiness. Yeah. In school, there are two type of children. One who is so much like, I want to score first rank, and they're like, and not doing anything, missing out on everything. And they don't score second, third, fourth, or any rank. And there is a student who doesn't bother so much, but doing work, studying daily, focus on the purpose, but doing some foolish and stupid things also. And that boy may score first rank or second rank. But are you achieving your purpose? That is important. And are you finding your new purpose every time once you achieve? If you don't know what is your purpose, good. You are sincere actually. Sangeeta.
Good afternoon, sir. Now, what do I say? Even today, like when we did 352, I was off. So I really don't know what's wrong with me, but I just had a very nice short nap, and it's very refreshing. I'm feeling very refreshed, and every Sunday, like, you know, I've been sleeping very well when you do the techniques, and I have a very good lunch and I sleep. And since then, like, the biggest change that has happened to me in the past couple of days is at home we do multitasking. That's not a very big challenge, but at work I have started doing multitasking, and with great ease. And I generally get worked up by evening, but this has not happened to me since a very long time. So so thank you so much for these techniques. I feel all the new students who are appearing for this course, I think the best thing is to first get healed yourself first and then approach the clients, I feel. So thank you so much for the techniques, sir. Yes. And you told me to write the story. I was laughing when you said that, but eventually I took it as a homework and I did so, and I passed it on to you. I really don't know what change it might bring for anybody, but still I did it.
Is it published? A second life story, you mean?
Yes, I sent it to you, sir.
Okay. Have you sent it to Second Life email or hard to
Yes.
get email? Second Life?
No. I sent it on that link you sent, Second Life.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
It should
So
have
thank
it.
you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Who else would like to share? Mansa? Yes.
Hi, good afternoon, sir.
Okay, you change the camera. Okay, position. Okay, no problem. Continue.
Okay, so just a month back, my grandmother died, and after that, just 15 days back, my father got a bypass surgery, like open heart done. So since then, I mean, since my grandmother died, I knew that death is a reality, but it kind of really hit me that everybody is going to die. And when my father had undergone surgery, it's even till this day, I sometimes have this, this feeling creeps inside me that maybe everybody, even he's going to die, or like everybody's going to die, then what's the point of life? Maybe it's like.
You have to prepare yourself. Okay. There are two aspects. One aspect, when one of the parent dies, so you get emotionally drained. One aspect. If you see from astrology perspective or the scriptures perspective, whatever bad karma you had done in your previous life or this life, any bad effect or whatever bad some astrology effect was supposed to happen to you or anyone, it doesn't happen as long as you have parents, because your parents are somehow protecting you. Within 1 week of my father passed away, I had a life-threatening episode. Within 2 weeks. And suddenly many things happened. Then I talked to someone, and he asked me this question. And he said, as long as parents are there, you have the protection. The karmas are going to come. Someone is supposed to lose a leg, but because you have the parents, they act as a protector unknowingly. You will only get one prick on the leg and you escape your karma. But as soon as you lose at least one parent, there is a sudden havoc in life. Not only emotionally, but also the physical life. Yeah. Some people which I never expected will do certain things or betrayal. They did something so horrible, so horrible. Even the enemy does not dare. Yeah. Then life-threatening, serious level life-threatening episode. Okay. And few more things, a small accident. And so all happened within 15 days. And that was a time still going through emotional breakdown. Yeah. Now somehow that episode has gone, those things. And but everyone needs time to process the grief. Some people take 6 weeks, 6 months, or 6 years. April. So this is 5th month. Yeah. I'm still in a depressed phase. Okay. So there were a few days where I was not able to smile or laugh also. I think Wednesday class, you might have seen the recording where I was smiling less. So it happens, dear. It's a part of life. Okay. The only way to come out of it, all those big turbulence, is by serving others, by helping others. There is no other way. This is a secret I have realized. Yeah, by serving others, by helping people, we can overcome all our emotional turbulence. The loss we can never overcome, okay? So I will never say you will overcome, the time will heal. It doesn't heal, dear. You can watch the video, my session with a conference of Tata Hospital on grief counseling. So time doesn't heal. When it is a matter of loss, losing someone, time will never ever heal you. Nothing will heal actually. I will explain the concept once again. It's like losing someone in your life. Okay. It's like your canvas is a blank paper. Yeah. You were trying to paint it or you still had a blank paper. As soon as you lose someone you love in your life, there is a black spot. By mistake, the black color falls on your canvas. You cannot repair it. You cannot remove it. Now you want to, when you try to remove it, it gets sprayed. It smudges. More things become black. You cannot remove it. The only thing you can do is put new colors on this. When you try to put new colors on this, the black color is still going to show. It is still going to be shadowing those good colors. It's a part of your life. It's a part of your canvas now. So the colorful painting, what you're going to do, it will show that you had the black color dropped on the canvas. That's what this painting will decide. There are going to be some paintings of your life where these paintings are very beautiful. Everything is good. But there are going to be some paintings you are going to do mistakes. And you have to live with that. You're going to lose something. You're going to do happen something. Something is going to happen. You continue to try to paint it, make it better. Try to make whatever beautiful things now you can do. You cannot remove the black color which has fallen on the canvas. You have to manage with that. So you have to channelize that black color. If it is fallen, make it something shadow. Make it shadow. Yeah. So channelize your emotions to do something good. And that is what I am doing actually. This grief counseling project is that only. To come out with the tools to overcome and process the grief and emotional loss. Because in the market, in the world, presently, there is nothing actually. There are the concepts and theories of grief counseling, but only the tools which you are going to learn, these 3 tools I know, I realize these are not sufficient. I used to think that these are sufficient, sincerely. Yeah. But I realize these 3 methods I release you. The oasis, talking to the angel, not sufficient to overcome the loss. So we need to develop some new tools, more tools. Okay. Who else would like to share? So participate in that research. Hmm. Preeti.
The session as such was a very relaxing session. In fact, though I was wide awake, I went off to sleep. I don't know whether I went off to sleep also because I could hear your voice. It isn't that I was totally off. I could hear your voice, but I felt I really went into a deep sleep and I woke up. So I was very relaxed, and throughout I've been feeling very sleepy. But the concepts you were talking today, like grief counseling, when I lost my father in September, so a part of it has been like, how to go about with it right from when it started, because for us in our family, we're three girls. So there were a lot of resistance when we wanted to do the things that we wanted to do. In the sense, they're like, the culture doesn't permit that, you're not supposed to do that, you're not supposed to do this. So we were very clear because he had made it very clear as to what he wanted. So we were very clear on what we wanted to do for him. And we did exactly that, though there was a lot of resistance. So somehow, like you said, you never come off it. But what I feel or I take is he's still there. So the energies, I still feel the energy around sometimes. And for me, because in my son, I see a lot of my father in my son, a lot of things are there in him. So somehow, like you said, you can't just let go, or you can't just feel that you'll come out of the grief. But I personally do what he believes in, or I personally try to do what he believed in or he wanted to do. So that is how I'm facing it mostly. So grief counseling is something that has got a lot of depth. Like you said, you can't just overcome that grief. Missing that person, you'll miss that person in the physical form. That's where spirituality also came in. So the points that you were covering today, there was a lot of healing. There's a lot of concepts that, something that is not, like you said, it is not within our capacity to say, okay, you will overcome it. Rather than overcoming it, I think just be one with that soul or something. That is what I've been experiencing the past few months. But like you said, once in a while I do sit down and just cry and finish it out for that time. Then it heals for some days. But certain moments, you might be just watching something on TV and I'll find myself crying because a bit of something I would have seen there. So you keep going back. And for me, because I had a love marriage, I was put out of the house for about 21 years. So 21 years, I was actually missing that connect with him, though I was very close to my father. So it took him 21 years to forgive me and accept me back. And it was after 21 years that I got back. But when I got back to a stage where, from seeing him as the strong person, I had to be the support there. So a lot of changes have actually come in step. And I basically feel it's all a rotation. It's all a cycle. So I don't know. Still a lot of questions are unclear. A lot of things are unclear basically in the mind. So grief counseling is something I would definitely like to focus on along with you, sir. Thank you.
Very good. Who else would like to share? After this class, Preeti and Mansa, both of you call me. Pooja, are you in a condition to talk? You want to talk? And Preeti, your story is a second life story. So, yeah. So write it for the second life.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. So
Hi.
I'm actually agree with you. When you lose one of the parent, your life got changed. I completely agree with you because I'm also seeing these things. Somewhere, again, today I've just talked about your father and all. I'm also realizing in the same position of mine. And secondly, the before that the session was really amazing, and with the use of the stories and all, you have enlightened us. You have just make us knowledgeable about our Vedas and karmas and all the things about the Ravan and Rama. I'm really grateful for you for that one. And it's I am completely can't express my gratitude completely in full way. When I don't have any words to express my gratitude for all these things, it's but I'm healing myself. I feel calm. Overthinking, these are all in control, and I'm always looking for these sessions on Sundays, and it gives a lot of relaxation. Mala, somehow I was very anxious before these sessions and all, but right now I'm in controlled way. I don't know how, but within 1 year I have seen change in myself, in my temper, in my control, in everything, sir.
Yeah, it is visible.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Very good, Pooja. Who else would like to share? Neha, Harshita, Dr. Jamshed.
Good afternoon, sir. Today's session actually is an eye-opener session for us. And even the first session and the technique 352 itself, I don't know. I thought like we are going to do some other technique, but this with this 352 itself was completely out, sir. I was fully. I don't know whether I was sleeping, but I slept nicely. I could hear your voice. And the rest of the stories and all the other part of the session was really amazing, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir.
Very good, Dr. Jamshed. If you wish to talk, you can call me right now, any of you. I will talk to you. And we'll meet on Tuesday. Those students who are doing PhD, call me tomorrow. You know what is your assignment. You are working on the topics. Then be selected. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Equally enjoyed interacting with you. And after this session, Mansa and Preeti will call me. Plus anyone, okay, if you wish to talk. WhatsApp call, yeah, so that I can talk while cooking. I'm going to cook appe. It's modified idli actually. Okay, see you. Bye. Submit your stories for Second Life, art to paper and art. That will motivate you further. Submitting for Second Life, it heals you. You try doing it once. When you submit your story for Second Life, it heals you. Whenever it will inspire you that you have come to this place. You were not supposed to come. People didn't expect you. Yeah. So it's written on the Second Life page. People will wonder how you succeeded, but you wonder how you survived actually. Yeah. So there was a question whether you will survive, and if you are here, it's still success. Write down Second Life, everyone. It heals you. Yeah. See you. Bye. Have a great time.